So today we're going to be changing out our Fairlead on our Badlands Winch. We're going to be putting a moose knuckle Fairlead on here with the blue balls jaws hook. So what we're going to do is just show you how to take your Fairlead off. The front on your Badlands is going to be a T50 and the bolt on the back is going to be a 3/4. Now what you want to do is put your winch into free spool mode, pull a little bit of it out. We're going to go ahead and take the hook off first, and to do that I need to grab a pair of needle nose pliers and take the pin out so I can remove the hook from the Badlands winch. So that's going to remove that one. Just going to put this pin back in there so we don't lose it. Set this off to the side. Okay, that's going to be the Fairlead from the Badlands Winch. I'm going to just want to keep all my hardware together in case I need this for some reason down the road, but you can see it's held up pretty good. I mean, I've used this winch quite a bit, but it's starting to get some clear coat abrasion to it, and it's time to go ahead and replace it. So this is going to be the new Fairlead that we're going to be putting on. This one is from Moose Knuckle, and I do have their jaw system here. What we're going to do is put their jaw hook on here. And the cool thing about these Moose Knuckles, their company is into customizing your Bronco for your style and your flair if you want to add color and whatnot. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this black bumper pad off, and we're going to replace it with a blue bumper pad. This is the Atomic Silver. They have greens, blues, blacks, all kinds of different colors, all kinds of different color pads. And what they do is they just screw into the back of your Fairlead. So to go ahead and get this one started, what you're going to do is you're going to take out these Phillips screws and push the pad forward. What I've found the easiest way to get the pad out is to press on the screws once you get them to a point where they're about ready to come out. And what you're going to see is the pad will start to lift out. This is a rubber pad. And make sure you get a good Phillips screwdriver that fits these heads. They do give you replacement screws. I'm going to try to just use the ones that are in here. They're not marred up. And then I'm going to save the other ones just in case I lose some. And I have some backup. So I'm going to go ahead and take this out, and then I'll show you what this looks like once this is all out. So there's Allens on the back of this Fairlead as well, and you don't want to take those out. All you're going to be doing is taking the Phillips ones out, and then you're going to pull the rubber bumper pad up. It is a nice snug tight fit. You're going to pull them out of the little holes that it's pushed down into. And if you give it a little twist, it'll come out. Now I want to make sure to set this down inside of this channel. Just take the little pads, line them up, and push them in. And now we have a blue accessory rubber pad that gives this front end a little bit more pop. It doesn't matter which side of the Fairlead you mount this on, it's equally the same. There are logos on top and on the bottom, and you have the moose knuckle moose there as well, so you can put this in any form or direction that you would like. And then you're going to put the screws back in and then put the lead through, and we'll show you how to do that next. But we're going to go ahead and put the Phillips screws into the back. And you just got to line up the holes. And in the instructions, it says not to over tighten these. Again, that's just a rubber pad. And on the back here, you're just gonna feel it once it goes snug, you're good. Just kind of push them in a little bit to get them started, and then go ahead and tighten them up. Okay, so to get my Badlands line to fit through, because the diameter here, it's got this nice rolled edge on the inside, was just a little too thick for this metal piece that comes on the line. So I did have to grind it down to get it to fit in there, and it still probably could use a little bit more, but I'm going to work on that, grind it down a little bit more, and then I'm going to give it a fresh coat of black paint to make sure that it fits inside of the lead. So make sure when you're using a grinder, be careful, use eye gear, you know, be careful with your fingers. I'm going to do this off camera because, you know, I might have a different technique than you, and I don't want to be responsible for that, but you do need to grind that down for it to fit inside the Fairlead. Okay, so I got everything ground down. I just have some matte black on it right now. I'm just going to let this dry and harden up, and then we're going to fit this through the Fairlead and go ahead and button everything up. I'm going to go ahead and clean my winch plate where I have it available to clean while this is drying. Okay, so now we're just gonna fish this through, and we're gonna work on getting our mounting screw bolts. So flat washer, locking washer, and locking nut is gonna go on. Now my winch plate is rather tight to the winch, and the hardware that comes with this Fairlead is a bit too long. So I'm going to use my hardware that came with the Turn Offroad. It's a little bit shorter, it's not going to hit the back of my winch, so that's what I'm going to be using. You'll just kind of have to see what yours is going to take. Whatever hardware you use, just make sure you're using the washer and lock nut. All right. Okay, so you want to get the 3/4 boot protector out. It's going to be labeled 3/4. The other one's going to be labeled 5/8. And you want to fish that over the hook like that. And then what you're going to do is take the dowel from the jaws, and you're going to put that in and then hook up your jaws to the rod. Okay. Okay, so it's going to be time to go ahead and put your hook on. These do separate. I want the 3/4 to be at the bottom, so I'm just going to put that down at the bottom. I'm going to put this over top. Now the hook is on. You want to take the nuts that come with the hooks and go ahead and start to thread them. Now these have little adapters on them. You can see they look just like this. You're going to want to take 2 adapter screwdrivers because they clip inside of there like that, and that's how you're going to tighten this up. So now that that one's started, I'll go ahead and get this one started. And I'm just going to twist these until they're tight. And now that is your complete assembly and it's done. What we're going to do is turn on the winch, And we'll pull this tight and get this up to the bumper. Okay, that's going to do it for our install. As you can see, everything is wrapped up. The hook is nicely nestled up against the rubber pad. That's going to be nice for that vibration when you're off-roading or just dailying your off-road vehicle. I really love the Moose Knuckle logo up in the front cover here. And again, all of the accessories that you can order for this. At any time I can change out the colors of my hooks, and it's just easy to swap it all out. Moose Knuckle has really led the way in being able to change out the color and the style on your vehicle. But if you like this vehicle, make sure to like and subscribe. We really appreciate you stopping in and watching these videos. Leave your comments down below, and we'll see you out on the trail.